Well, have you ever considered about getting a divorce from someone in order to help, for you to get married to someone else? Yeah. Well, Reese Witherspoon did by going to the South trying to get her ex to, for a divorce and what have you. Let's talk about Sweet Home Alabama, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Noel, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a review of the 2002 romantic comedy, rom-com that is, Sweet Home Alabama, released by Touchstone, distributed to Buena Vista, directed by Andy Tennant, starring Reese Witherspoon, along with Josh Lucas, Patrick Dempsey, Fred Ward, Mary Kay Place, Gene Smart, and Candice Bergen. This film takes its title from the Lynyrd Skynyrd song of the same name. Anyway, I've seen this a few times, and it's a pretty good movie. So why don't we go ahead and get into the story? On a beach in the fictional town of Pigeon Creek, Alabama, 10-year-olds Jake Perry and Melanie Smoother inspect the result of lightning striking sand. Jake asserts that they will be married one day. In the present day, Melanie is a successful New York fashion designer who has adopted the surname Carmichael to hide her poor southern roots. After wealthy Andrew Hanks proposes, Melanie returns to Alabama to announce her engagement to her parents and finalize a divorce from Jake, whom she married as a pregnant teenager and left after she miscarried their baby. Meanwhile, Kate Hennings, Andrew's mother and the mayor of New York City, doubts Melanie's suitability to wed her son, whom she is grooming to run for president of the United States. Melanie visits Jake, who has repeatedly refused to sign divorce papers over the years since she left for New York. After he orders her out of his house, Melanie empties Jake's checking account, hoping to spur him into ending the marriage. Angry about this, Jake leaves to meet some friends at a local bar without signing the papers. Melanie follows and gets drunk, insults her old school friends, and outs her longtime friend Bobby Ray. Jake scolds her and takes her home, preventing her from driving drunk, and Melanie wakes to find the signed divorce papers on her bed. Melanie goes to the Carmichael plantation and apologizes to Bobby Ray, whose family lives there. She is cornered there by Kate's assistant sent to gather information on Melanie's background. Bobby Ray backs up her pretense that she is a relative and the family mansion is her childhood home. Melanie reconciles with her friends and learns that after she split with Jake, he had followed her to New York to win her back. Intimidated by the city and her success, he returned home to make make something of himself first. She and Jake have a heart-to-heart, and Melanie realizes why he never signed their divorce papers. Alright, now I'm going to go to the final at the ending. You know the procedure. 5 cents to start the video. Go to the description box. If you've seen this movie, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Andrew arrives to surprise Melanie, but upon leaving her true background and that she never told him she was married, he angrily leaves. He later returns saying he still wants to marry her, and the wedding is immediately set in motion. Melanie's New York friends arrive for the event. While visiting a nearby restaurant resort with a glass-blowing gallery, they admire the glass sculptures that are similar to ones that they have seen in New York. Melanie realizes Jake is the artist and that he owns the resort. During Melanie and Andrew's wedding at the Carmichael estate, a lawyer arrives and halts the ceremony. He has the divorce papers, which Melanie hadn't signed. Melanie confesses that she still loves Jake and cancels the wedding. She and Andrew wish each other well, though Kate berates Andrew and insults Melanie, her friends, and the entire town, for which Melanie punches her in the face. Melanie finds Jake at the beach playing lightning rods in the sand during a rainstorm to create more glass sculptures. She tells him they are still married, that he would return to what would have been Melanie and Andrew's reception, and finally have their first dance as husband and wife. The mid-credits sequence shows that they have a baby daughter. Melanie continues to thrive as a designer, and Jake opens a Deep South glass franchise in New York. And Andrew is engaged to a girl named Erin Vanderbilt in the story, my friends. So, what did I think of Sweet Home Alabama? Well, I'm going to say it is a pretty good movie in ways. Well, it's not really one of my top favorite films, but it is in the top 10, though. Because, I mean, I like lots of other Reese Witherspoon movies, but overall, this film isn't too bad. I mean, I like how the story turned out and that it has a good cast and what have you. With Reese Witherspoon playing Melanie, Josh Lucas as Jake, Patrick Dempsey playing Andrew, Candice Bergen playing Kate. Yeah, really cool. Yeah. So anyway, the cast is pretty good. It also has a pretty good soundtrack as well that includes tunes from artists like Shadazy and Avril Lavigne. See Uncle Cracker, Sheryl Crow, doing a cover of Hank Williams' "Long Gone Lonesome Blues," and Alaskan Gal Jewel performing a cover of the title of this movie, which of course originally was done by Leonard Skinner. So anyway, that was pretty good. Also, the music from George Fenton, who does the score, that wasn't too bad here. Anyway, Sweet Home Alabama, I know I haven't seen it in some time, but it's kind of a pretty good rom-com. So, overall, would I recommend it? I'd say sure. Go ahead, give it a shot. Sweet Home Alabama would be worth looking into, but it's not really one of my favorites, but well, big faves, but I do like it though in ways. But if you understand what I'm saying, but if you don't, then I do apologize. So anyway, what are your thoughts on Sweet Home Alabama? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time, I'll be bringing to you another TV log, and it'll be on Star Trek: The Next Generation. So thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out some of these other films that I've talked about. If you like some more Reese Witherspoon, check out my review of her 2001 classic Legally Blonde. Or go to the upper right hand corner and see my review of a real good film she was in, Walk the Line, which also includes a ranking on my favorite Johnny Cash songs. Or if you like something different, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my spoiler free review of a film that Witherspoon just recently produced, Where the Crawdads Sing. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.